Konnichiwa, hello, my name is Miki and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be on Physicians Formula. Now, I'm not going to do an entire full face because to me, Physicians Formula is more geared toward like natural looks. So I didn't get certain things because I wanted to just create a natural look with the things that I got. Physicians Formula isn't like the cheapest drugstore brand out there. A lot of their stuff tends to be over $10, and to get a full face of that, can you imagine how much that would cost for someone that isn't made of money? I'm basically going to be testing out a lot of their new products, a lot of their products that have been out for a while, but I just haven't tried out. So if you guys are interested in seeing Physicians Formula on this mug, then just stay tuned. One thing I want to say before I get into actually applying the makeup, Physicians Formula to me is like a natural cosmetic brand. I didn't get eyeshadow because I'm actually going to use the things that I got to kind of do an eye look because like I said, I want to do a natural look today. So we're not going to get too much into like making myself look glam. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm just gonna do something a little bit above natural but not a full face, if that makes any sense. You'll get what I'm saying when we go along with the video. So I've already washed, moisturized, and primed my face. I primed it with the Smashbox primer water, and then I put a little bit of pore filler. First, we're gonna go in with this. This is the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. It has SPF 20 in it, and it says brightening complex and for all skin types. And there's literally nothing else written on the bottle. I got the shade LC1 just because I felt like that was like the closest shade to me, and it's cool tone. I'm not really cool tone, I'm not really warm tone, I'm kind of in the middle. I really love this packaging. It's heavy, like it feels luxurious. This bottle part is glass, this part is plastic. I've never actually seen a foundation that's drugstore like in this kind of packaging, so to me this is kind of like not luxurious, but it's kind of up there. This has definitely been sitting here for a while. It takes me a while, like in my full face videos, to acquire everything because I'm not made of freaking money. Now I'm gonna do my smell test. So it smells like foundation, but of course there's SPF in it, so it has a little bit of that sunscreen smell, but I personally like it. Another thing that I like is this huge ass doe foot applicator. I feel like with application this is gonna work very well, so let's go ahead and apply some to my face. What I don't like though is you kind of have to keep dipping in each time to apply it because there's like that little cap inside, so it sucks off all the excess, and so you only have it like on the slanted part. So I think that would get a little bit annoying. This side I'm going to use my beauty blender, and this side I'm going to use my brush. For the brush side, I'm going to go in with my BS Mall flat face brush. I think I'm going to have to pull up exactly what kind of coverage this is, if it's even written, because I'm getting like really low coverage right now. I pulled up a little bit of the information for this foundation. It says it's a long-wearing, buildable, and breathable foundation that provides lightweight, medium coverage with a healthy satin finish. Now, I can't really say this is medium coverage because it's literally covering none of my stuff going on. So I'm going to go ahead on this side with the beauty blender, and I'm actually going to apply. If you see little ears, I just want to mention that Corbin is here because he can't be left alone and he's playing with my necklaces. So just ignore that. I'm going to apply a little bit more because I just feel like I'm not getting what I need here. Now, with the beauty blender, obviously I'm getting less coverage. I feel like with beauty blenders or any kind of sponge, you get a lighter application than when you do with a brush. But that's okay because I'm probably going to put another layer of this stuff because I feel like I really need to build this up a little more because I am getting nowhere close to medium coverage. I think I'm just going to go in and blend everything with a brush. Now it is definitely medium coverage to me. I'm getting way more coverage to the second application than I did the first. And I would advise going in with a brush first, and then I'm going to smooth it out with my beauty blender to get kind of like that airbrush finish. I am really liking this. This foundation looks absolutely beautiful on the skin. It's not really doing anything for my pores. By that I mean my pores aren't getting bigger, they're not smaller or anything, they're still there. Now this is something that I have been using, I've had, and I'm just going to use it to set my face because it is Physicians Formula. It is a multicolored pressed powder to set your face with, and this is in Creamy Natural. I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics powder brush from the Rose Quartz set, and I'm just going to set my under eye area. Oh wow, this pressed powder with this foundation looks really nice. I'm really liking it. and it's kind of helping my pores a little bit. Now we're gonna go into this guy right here. This is the infamous Butter Bronzer. This is in the color Light Bronzer. And I love this packaging. I love the color, and it has like a little bit of a shiny metallic glow on it. Here is the butter bronzer in all its glory, and what's really cool is it's got a mirror, and it also has this weird applicator. Oh my god, the butter bronzer smells amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, it's so buttery and creamy. Hence butter bronzer, duh. For this guy, I think I'm gonna take my BH Cosmetics contour slash bronzer brush and just kind of, wow. Okay, that gives off a lot of powder. Ooh, very pretty. I like that this bronzer is very buildable. Like when I went in and put it on, it wasn't like wha-bam, super pigment. This is something that you're just gonna have to kind of work into your skin. Gonna go ahead and hit the temples and my forehead. I just realized I forgot to do my brows. I kind of want to add a little bit more to the cheeks though, so I'm actually going to go in with my Real Techniques bronzer brush. This is my favorite bronzer brush just because I don't know what it is. It just distributes so pretty and even, and it blends out so well. Now, for the brows. I have this very scary product. I'm not gonna lie. When I first got this is a new brow product. First, let me show you what it is. This is the Brow Last Long Wearing Brow Gel. I got this in the shade Dark Brown. Now, it says it's smudge proof, long wearing, strengthening blend, whatever that means. It comes with a angled brush and a spoolie. Now, here it is outside of the package. It has a spoolie on one end with a cover cap. And I'm guessing, oh, okay. So you twist this and, whoo! This is very intimidating and scary. Like, this is really goopy. Here's a close-up of the angled brush, which to me looks a little bit on the thick side, as well as the brow gel. I'm gonna take my angled brush from e.l.f. and see if we can, oh god, this thing is so scary looking. I'm really scared to put this on my brows. Here goes nothing. Ooh, feels strange. Like I can feel it on my eyebrows. And I don't feel like this is really dark brown. I want to read the directions because I feel like I'm not doing this properly. Apply to clean brow. Use angled tip brush applicator to create hair-like strokes to shape, fill, and define brows. Now, I'm not exactly sure how you can create any kind of hair-like strokes with this fat thing. Use the spoolie to soften, evenly distribute, and blend for naturally perfected, long-lasting brows. Apply more for a bolder brow. I'm not sure any of this is gonna work for me. Okay, so once you use a spoolie, just like almost any other brow product, it's a lot better. I don't really like how thick this feels before you blend it out with the spoolie. Like, everything has to be blended out with the spoolie or it's just gonna feel like crap and probably look like crap. This is probably the longest amount of time I've ever taken on one single brow. I don't know how I feel about this brow product. It's kind of making everything look a little crappy. Maybe I'm just really crappy at doing my brows. I don't know, but I think we're just gonna stop there because I can't do anything else further with this brow. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other brow off camera and I will be right back. I tried the best I could to get my brows done, but this is a no-go for me. Like this, I don't know if I'm just like really special and I can't do brows, but this brow literally took me 10 minutes and it still looks like shit. There's a lot of things wrong with this, which I will get into later, but for now, we're gonna go ahead and put this away and move along because I don't even want to look at it anymore. Next, I think we're gonna move on with blush. I have the Butter Blush. This is in the shade Natural Glow. This is way lighter than I anticipated for it being a blush. This doesn't have a really good smell like the bronzer does, and of course we have a mirror and the same little weird, oh, okay, this is a different applicator. This has a pink side and a green side. There is a little bit of a sheen to it, so let's go ahead and swatch. Ooh, this has the same buttery feel. Okay, I'm a little disappointed, and I'm gonna show you guys why. I don't see a damn thing on there. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm messing up this entire full face right now. So I'm gonna take my Real Techniques blush brush and lightly tap into there. Of course, I am not getting any pinkage going on here. No pink I don't know about that. Yeah, it literally looks like I applied highlighter to my cheeks. Since that didn't really work out, I'm just gonna bust out my other Physicians Formula blush. And this, I love this blush. This blush is so pretty in my opinion. I love the application. I love the blendability. This is the Powder Palette Multicolored Blush in Blushing Berry. There we go. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the butter blush and put it on top, kind of like a blush topper. And I think, oh yeah, it definitely looks a lot prettier as a blush topper. So if you are gonna get the butter blush, I recommend not getting Natural Glow unless you want just a blush topper. I'm really excited for this next one. This is the Butter Highlighter, and it just looks so pretty. I've seen so many people swatch this thing. I got this shade in Champagne, or Champagne if you want to say it properly. And look how pretty this thing is. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the, oh my god. I literally was gonna do one like circular motion and I got about halfway, like to 6 o'clock. And this thing is pure cream. This is, oh my god, it is so intense. Look at that. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. I don't really want to apply it with my fingers because I just don't feel comfortable doing that. Normally when I apply stuff with my fingers, it's almost like finger painting my face. Like I don't know, I just always mess it up. So I'm gonna try my Wet n Wild highlighter brush and we're gonna see how this works. I'm just gonna take one swipe because I'm so scared. And oh my god, I really hope the camera's picking this up because this is absolutely gorgeous. It is so pretty. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever had such a pretty highlight. It's almost like otherworldly but still natural. I feel like if you went out in the sun with this, people might need to start wearing sunglasses because this shit is bright. I think it's safe to say that this thing is the bomb. Now, the one thing I don't like about this is the packaging. Like, I don't know why they changed all the packaging. Like, the blush and the bronzer are all these flip cap type of packaging. And then this one you have to go and like, I'm not saying like I'm super freaking lazy and I can't twist it off. I just wish that all the packaging was consistent. All right, so let's jump into the eyes. First, I'm just gonna take the butter bronzer. I'm gonna take my Morphe 505 brush and we're just going to apply the bronzer on the lid. Next, we're gonna take this guy right here and I'm just gonna take the e.l.f. Small Precision brush and we're gonna place that very lightly on the inner corner. All right, and I'm not done just yet. I'm actually gonna take my e.l.f. smudge brush and I'm gonna go in with that butter blush again and I'm actually gonna do the lower lash line. Ooh, this is really pretty for the lower lash line. It's like very subtle, but it gives a little bit of shine and kind of opens up your eyes a little more. So I'm really liking that. Now that we got that done, I actually have this little guy right here. Now, this is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum. And this is in the shade Ultra Black. I really like the fact that this is not a felt tip. This is actually a brush tip. I swatched it a little bit when I first opened it and it was a lot more black. But I'm not seeing... Okay, there we go. Alright, I can actually see it coming out of the brush tip. This is the first one that I did and this is the second one. And it's a lot more black. And I'm loving this tip. And I'm realizing that there is absolutely no bleeding going on right now. So that's a plus. Let's see if I can do this, because I haven't done eyeliner in a really long time. That was really easy with the brush tip. Now with a felt tip, I could never ever get something that looks this good. I am finding a bit of a flaw with this. When you first apply it and it's not enough and you go over it, if it's dried, it kind of starts flaking on you a little bit. So you do have to work pretty fast with this. When I was applying the eyeliner on this eye, I felt like it was getting fatter and fatter. Now, instead of a fine tip, I have a stub. Again, I was having trouble. You can see right here, it's kind of messed up. It's not a straight, smooth line. Because, like I said, once it dries down, it gets really chunky and starts moving whatever is underneath it. I don't know about this. Next, we have the Killer Curves Mascara. It says Voluptuous Curls and Volume, which I could use a little bit of help with. So here we have it. It's just a regular hourglass-shaped brush. It actually doesn't even smell like normal mascara, which is a little weird for me because mascara has a mascara smell. All right, so I'm gonna curl my lashes real quick and we're gonna apply the mascara. So it is definitely holding my curls for now. I say for now because a lot of mascara, it gets goopy and heavy and wet, and while it's wet and setting into place, it kind of just weighs my lashes down and it doesn't keep its curls. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on the bottom lash. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so we can compare eyelashes. This is where I apply the mascara, and these are my bare lashes. And as you can see already, they're kind of just weighing down a little bit. Now I can say I really like what it did for my bottom lashes. It separated them and fanned them out. It even lengthened them a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some mascara on the other lashes. So I got mascara on both eyes. We're gonna go ahead and jump in with the last product. This is the Healthy Lip. That's all it says. It is Velvet Finish. So I'm guessing it's not matte, but it's not satin. I got the color Dose of Rose, and now that I'm looking at it, it looks really pink. And I'm just really not into pinks. I thought this was gonna be more of a rosy nude color because that's like my jam. Here's a close-up. I really like the packaging. This packaging, it's almost the same as the foundation, except this part, of course, is plastic, but you can tell they look pretty similar in shape. And let's go ahead and do a swatch. Ooh, now that is a strange doe foot applicator. Before I swatch this, I wanted to show you guys the doe foot applicator. It is like triangular. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch for you guys. Ooh, okay, that is definitely pink. Look at that. I'm not sure I really like that color. I thought it was gonna be more nudie. First, I'm gonna do my smell test. Ooh, it smells really good. It smells almost vanilla-y. I pulled up the description of this. It says it's a long-wearing, decadent, mousse-like texture lipstick, delivers high-impact color that glides on for seamless, one-stroke color payoff. Let's see what happens with this bad boy. Ooh. I still have not dipped back into the tube, and I still feel like I can keep going. For one dip, and this is what I get, this is pretty damn good. This is really, really pigmented. This stuff definitely gets all over your teeth. Probably wait for it to dry a little bit and then clean your teeth off. I'm not seeing any bleeding. I'm not seeing any feathering. I'm not seeing any of that stuff with this. Now the doe foot applicator, the triangular doe foot applicator, is really easy to work with, really easy to apply. And the other thing is I took one dip and it did almost all my lips. I'm pretty sure I could have finished it all if I would have just lined it correctly the first time. I can say that this is sitting very comfortably on my lips. It's not tight. It doesn't feel drying at all. Now that we've tested all the products, let's jump back into talking about them. The foundation, definite yes. I will definitely be wearing this all the damn time. This blends very well and it has sit on my skin beautifully, especially where I didn't set it, like my forehead. It looks so good. And even set with this guy, it is just so pretty. I feel like this is my skin. It's just nice and smooth, and it even has a little bit of a dewy glow. Next, this guy. One thing that is just so messed up with this is the packaging. I like the idea that they're going with this. I like the fact that there's a spoolie on here, and I like that they tried to include a brush, but the brush is a little too thick, a little too fat for my taste, and I just don't like it. One thing that I didn't actually address after I was done with the brow is it is hella patchy. I have a lot of patchiness right here where the arch is and a little bit on my tail area. And this, I just kept applying it on top and it would just take off what was beneath it. And so I couldn't really build the brow up. Even though it says if you want to get a bolder brow, build up the product. It just wasn't working like that for me. I really like the way the product feels after you blend it out with a spoolie. But I will say when you're blending it out, your brows feel so freaking stiff. It's ridiculous. Like it feels like you're combing through tangled hair almost. So I don't know how I like that. I really wish that they would have just put the spoolie inside the product and made it kind of just like a brow gel. I mean, that's what this is. It is a long-wearing brow gel. I will say that this has dried down and I'm barely getting any type of brow product on my finger. If you're gonna get this, you have to practice applying it, and then I think once you get better at applying this product, then you can make things happen with it. Now, the butter bronzer. This thing is so creamy. For someone with fair skin like me, I love the fact that this didn't turn me into a complete tangerine. It's very blendable and it's very buildable, and like I said again, it's super creamy, and and it smells delicious. Now, the butter blush. The formula is great. It's the same creaminess as the butter bronzer, but for this shade, the natural glow shade, I don't feel like this particular shade is good for a blush. To me, this would only show up kind of like a highlighter. I mean, I can swatch it again and look at that. It looks like a freaking highlighter. But I wouldn't say use this as a blush. I would say use it as a highlighter, like even for your brow bone or your cupid's bow, whatever. But I won't be using this as a blush. As a blush topper, this thing is absolutely beautiful. So that's probably what I will be using this for. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this because this is absolutely amazing. I can't get over the creaminess of it. I can't get over the pigment. I can't get over the shine. Look at this. Look at the shine right here. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. Not only that, but I feel like it'll last a long time because one little finger dip and you have so much pigment and so much shine. For the eyeliner, like I said, I'm not gonna go too much into this because I kind of already explained the problem. It gets chunky when it dries, and when you go over it, it's just kind of a mess. And the only thing I like about this is that it is a brush tip, so you can get a really good wing. The other thing that I forgot to mention is this dries down as a shiny formula, not a matte. And I know some people want an eyeliner that is not shiny. For the mascara, this does not hold a curl for my lashes. It did, however, lengthen my bottom lashes, which I absolutely love. It kind of sucks because a lot of mascaras for me tend to become lower lash mascaras. And I think that's what's going to happen with this guy, is it's going to have to be a bottom lash mascara for me. Last but not least product is this guy. I'm also not going to go too much into this because I kind of went into it already. It does get on your teeth, but once it dries down, it feels absolutely comfortable. I don't feel like my lips are drying or any of that stuff, so I really like this. I just wish they had more of a nudie color. I might have to look at the colors again so I can see, maybe purchase a different color. Everything I used today will be linked down in the description box, and that is it for this video. If you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to click that big red button that says subscribe. If you have any tips, tricks, questions, comments, or if you simply want to talk shit, leave it on in the comment section below, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye bye!